going, everybody? It's the Common Goal Podcast. This is episode 7. I'm here with my co-hosts, Mikayle, Aston, Evan, and Jason. And I'm going to introduce the first topic, which is, should celebrity relationships be idolized at all?
Nope.
Hell no.
I don't believe it.
I feel the same way. I mean, I think you're weird if you idolize celebrity relationships other than your parents, to be honest.
You idolize Drake.
Is that a relationship?
I think so.
That's way off topic.
I think half of the time they be money grabs.
Yeah. You see, now we're going off topic. What were we talking about?
What's a money grab?
When you do stuff for money?
No, I know that. I'm saying, like, how is it a money grab?
A relationship? Like a celebrity relationship?
Like those YouTube couples.
No, I'm saying, how is somebody like us idolizing their relationship?
He was.
No, I'm talking
like,
about the celebrities themselves. Being like together is a money grab, not us in a sense.
Like somebody cutting them a check to be seen together and act like they together and stuff like that.
I mean, that's what they're doing for the YouTube stuff.
How you
people
know?
Become celebrities. You can look at the subscriber list.
He do be coming with
like
facts,
with Queen.
I mean, you don't beat it. You don't be behind the scenes.
With Queen and like.
Chris and Queen.
I was gonna mention something about Drake, but I'm not even gonna get into that.
That's way off topic.
But the same thing with Queen and Chris. They were doing that. I think they were doing that for money,
bro, for sure. Honestly, bro, nah, cause Chris hurt right now, bro. He in his bag. He going through it right now.
I really know nothing about that couple.
Bro, I only know because of social media. Cause everybody keep posting them, bro. Like,
I always just see the names. I don't know nothing else about
All I'm gonna say is people who idolize Ari and G Herbo get a life. That like you posting Ari on your Instagram story is not going to benefit you at life at all. Go read a book.
A book, but even like the word.
Do something better.
Yes,
like,
I'm saying.
No. Go ahead.
No, I like.
He said disrespectful.
No, I didn't mean like that.
No. Exactly. But G Herbo, like idolizing like their relationship is like pointless. It's
so
not going to benefit
their
you at all.
relationship specifically.
No, I'm just using them as an example.
Like if you idolize them specifically, then you're not allowed.
But even the word idolize, like you shouldn't be idolizing no celebrity in any shape or form. That's
no. I wouldn't say that because no. Hold on. Y'all not gonna let me elaborate.
Let him rap. Go ahead. Sorry. Let him rap. Go ahead.
Oh my god.
First off,
I need to hear this.
Idolize. I would say I would tone down idolization to a form of like looking up to him as a role model, and I would say if they have the
we said idolize. We
said idolize.
Let him rap.
Idolize.
Let him rap.
You can idolize a celeb. Like you don't idolize Barack Obama.
No.
Why would you idolize Barack Obama?
Okay. First off, do you understand why people idolize Barack Obama?
I don't.
I mean, I understand it, but I personally will not.
Yes, but you can't say every celebrity because there are people that are.
But
that's
why your point is flawed, bro.
It's not a matter of who it is. I think it's the concept.
No, I think
that's why I said Ari and G Herbo. Like G Herbo's just a rapper, and Ari, I don't know what the fuck.
And that's why I said Barack Obama. Yo. That's why I said Barack Obama. Like people can idolize Barack Obama and look up to him.
And I get that, but that's not idolizing somebody. Looking up to them is just being like, oh, that's a role model. Idolizing meaning like everything they do is something that you want to be a part of. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, but I think
you can't say that about Barack.
Bro, I don't want that.
You can't make it okay for one person.
When you say Barack, you talking about Barack and Michelle as a couple?
Sure, yeah.
Well, I feel like if you make it okay for them, you got to make it okay.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. But that's where your point is flawed at, bro.
Yeah, I'm just
people put more money and effort into other relationships than they own.
I will say Barack and Michelle are political figures, but people that are just out here like doing nothing really. Like I'm gonna keep saying it. Ari and G Herbo, they do. What do they do besides G Herbo rapping? What do they do?
You realize how much effort people were really into it, and
that's what I'm saying.
When they broke up, they started choosing sides. Like you really don't even know the backstory.
It's not even the women. It's the men too rooting for G Herbo. What has he done for you in life? Does he put food on your table?
But honestly, bro, this even goes back to like City Boy and City Girl Summer, whatever. Like, bro,
but like
City Boy Summer.
Yeah, that's the one. He about to switch around. He about, but the City Boys won. He's about to say that.
I mean,
chill. We did.
Chill.
That's not the point.
Okay.
No, it's not even that we won. We're unified.
But
we're unified now.
I just thought about it. What if this is just like a way for like people to just to stay connected through social media? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if they really don't care about these lives? They just want to go on social media and just talk shit with other people across the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, what other platform can you get to do that on the Twitter, Instagram, and stuff like that? You feel me?
Talking about people posting celebrities?
Post celebrities and be like people post stuff for a reaction. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
90% of my feed.
Exactly. So they get a reaction from their followers and they get to have conversation in dialect. I'm just playing devil's advocate. I'm not saying that's the reason for doing it, but what if that's the reason behind some of these people's reasoning? You know what I'm saying? Like
That's weird.
That's
I don't
weird.
think it
People
is. I
be
don't think it
weird.
is.
Like people
I'm
are
a
paying
weird- I'm a-
hundreds of dollars to be in the VIP section with celebrity couples.
I'm going to reiterate it.
Bro,
I'm going to
use that money
reiterate
for anything other than that.
I'm going to reiterate.
Last song.
Posting them is not putting food on your table. So what are you doing?
I mean, maybe if you,
Especially with the mood. Like,
you
bro,
were
I mean,
influencer.
everything you post ain't gonna put food on.
And
your
I like
table,
I know
keep it
like
real.
there's certain people like that
But-
have
but no,
full
but-
lives, right? Running fan pages. Like I'm talking like I know for example there's like a Drake fan page.
Wow.
That's the only one I can think of. That's the only one I can think
Nah,
of.
bro, you can throw
That's the only one I can think of.
Like, yeah.
That's
Bro, I was listening too. I was listening real crazy. Like, nah, forget it.
This is the only example I can think of.
You probably run it.
No, I don't. literally, I can guarantee you, it's like tens and hundreds of thousands of followers more than their own actual page, and they're spending their own time like running that page, getting content for that page, and they're not getting like a dime for it. Like
And that's a waste of their time.
exactly.
That's
So
a
like,
crazy-
and you have people actually out there that are like
So,
doing that and wasting their time.
What you're saying is you waste your own time with your OVO fan page.
What fan page? I don't know what you're talking about. Why would I make a fan page of an organization I'm in?
Wow.
Wow.
This is what we mean by idolization. He has become delusional in a sense.
I'm trolling, man.
Because when you idolize something, that clouds your judgment.
That's what
It
I'm
is
saying.
true, bro. Perfect example.
It makes you biased.
Whoa.
It makes you biased.
It makes you biased too.
I'm pretty sure everyone in this room is biased to some degree about something.
No.
He ain't wrong.
I'm able
I mean,
to.
yeah,
I'm able
bias,
to. I'm
man.
able
Everyone's
to
gonna.
remove bias,
If you
bro.
say you're not biased about anything, you're a liar.
Nah, bias,
Bro,
but we not
biased, but we don't idolize.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He idolize.
That's
I don't
not-
idolize.
You see, that wasn't the
my thing
question.
is like,
That wasn't the question.
To even talk about bias, bro, I'm able to remove bias from situations. That's like when, for example, if me and him talk about like who a better rapper, Drake and Kendrick, bro, I'll remove bias from him and be like, yeah, Drake is a great artist. He's a better artist than Kendrick, but I think Kendrick's a better rapper. I will say that all the time.
I'm definitely
said
cutting
he's-
that.
He just
and
said
I'm
he's in
keeping
an
that snippet on my
organization.
phone.
He
Go
just said
ahead.
he's in an
I told you
keeping it-
that before many a
Yeah,
times.
I'm keeping it for my sake.
Good,
It's
bro.
fine.
Everybody
it's
can know
it's
that,
on
bro.
record. It's on record.
He
Alright,
just said he's in the OVO organization.
Exactly. That's idolizing.
Yeah.
That's
That's
a sick
crazy.
thing.
Wow,
Bro,
that's
you
trolling.
sick,
I was
bro.
trolling.
Your mind
Calm
is sick.
down.
All right, can we get back to celebrity relationships,
Yeah.
y'all?
What were we talking about? RNG Herbo, right, twin?
Evan and-
No.
Maybe Orange Herbo.
Let's
There's
move
Trap.
on.
There's
Move off of them. Move off of
Kim and Kanye. There's
That's
what?
true.
Who idolizes them?
Bro,
I know.
what?
I know.
This is
Keep
the
up with the
point.
Kardashians got a TV show.
I know. We bring up
Yeah,
relationships.
I'm gonna keep it a bucket. If I like, out of all people you could idolize and relationships you could idolize, Kim and Kanye though.
Kalani and YG.
Don't get me started.
Talk, Malcolm.
Don't get me started. on that. Don't get me
Kalani
started.
and YG.
Why would I
Don't get me
idolize them?
started.
No,
on
but
that.
I'm just saying, like, those
No,
are people,
bro,
like, they're a
that
brand new
whole-
couple. Everybody's on top of that.
Facts, that whole situation had me so tight, bro. I'm
Like,
Like, come on now.
the day they found out they was together, people was like, "Oh my God, Kalani and YG." Bro,
That's what
I'm
I'm
gonna be like
saying.
them. I'm like,
It is
bro,
true. That's weird.
relax.
And then they had a fake fan page that same day.
yo, man,
Yeah,
you gotta
for
get
anyone-
your
10
own
minutes
life.
later.
They take any little clips of them doing anything and see
Bro,
his goals.
yeah.
Like they walking together, holding
Bro, that's what.
hands,
Yeah, bro.
I'm
It's
like, I could
weird.
walk and hold hands with any little, like anybody.
Yeah,
like,
for anyone listening or watching, if you can't tell me why I should idolize such and such, there's no point in doing so.
I think. Man,
Yeah.
I'm saying like at the end of the day,
Yeah.
a lot of this is like based on opinion and how people like think. Like you can't. People have their own reasons
Half
that
the
might be
people-
different than yours to idolize someone.
Half the people gonna tell me like, "Oh, they're getting to a bag. What is that doing for you?"
Anybody that
Yeah,
anybody that
shut
idolizes
the
a
fuck
celebrity
up.
relationship isn't ready for one.
go.
That's true.
That's
Alright.
a fact.
You
Talk
so
greasy, bro.
to 'em.
Fendi.
Yeah. But what about Kylie and Travis? You were saying like
Look at that
one
situation. I remember
cares.
I saw a
It's fine.
video when Travis did something at the house, and it was like a bunch of roses or something like that.
yeah.
That was like a couple days ago, I think, too.
No, that was a while ago.
That was
I
it was a
just-
while.
I
I
don't
think
know
it was for
what I'm
Kylie's
saying.
birthday or something, and then now look what happened.
Yeah,
So I think we could just agree. We all agree on
Yeah.
this, so
Yeah.
we might as well just move on to the next topic.
Bet.
Alright. All right, for our next topic is gonna be about everybody here I believe has been to like a public school at one point, so they're not doing well as well as they should be. So, do you guys believe that the reason why public schools are failing is it because the teachers aren't really doing their job, or do you believe it's because in the environment itself, depending on where the public school is at, in a sense?
I'm gonna say a mix of both, bro.
I'd agree with Kale.
Me too. I
'Cause-
think we all gonna agree on this too.
Yeah. Because like at the same time, like in the inner city, like you don't really have the resources to find these teachers that are like really good at doing their job. You know, so you gotta make do with what you have. And the teachers don't really do. The teachers that come in there, they just a lot of times they come from out of state, so they don't really care about the environment that they in at the moment. You know, I feel like and same thing. And I'm talking about like you know the police system as well. Same thing with the police system. I feel like you gotta got like hire within the community. You know, because nobody gonna take care of the community like you would. You feel me? Like if you from Smyrna and you know how Smyrna run and you know what Smyrna need, then you gonna take care of that. As far as a teacher, as far as you know, law enforcement, whatever it may be. If you coming from Ohio to this area, you don't got no loyalty towards it. You don't really care what kids do good or not. You don't care that that's so and so cousin that you grew up with. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure that they get through school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't got no ties, so you gonna do whatever. So it's a mix of both, in my opinion.
Yeah, you gotta hold the students accountable too. You got like you out here failing pre-algebra. You can't blame the teachers.
So so if I would have been like, all right, let's use Chicago in a sense. Who's more to blame? Is it like the environment, or would you blame the teachers? Because at some
I
point,
think
it's
it's
gotta
still,
be both.
I think it's still gonna be both.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
like I was saying, you gotta hold the students accountable. You just can't keep like even though it's like some of it's their fault, you just can't keep blaming teachers or your environment. You gotta man up and hold yourself accountable. Not man up, well, because there's women and men.
Because I feel like in a sense, you know, in high school they don't actually really teach you the
right skills.
Like the vital things that you actually need as far as like taxes and things like that.
But that doesn't fall back on the teachers or the environment. That falls back on the curriculum, which is like a federal
Yeah.
thing. That's like what the government puts out.
Right. And in a sense, yeah, but I feel like in certain schools they could actually do seminars, things like that. I mean, we have like assemblies where we talk about drugs, we talk about all things like that.
Yeah,
in a sense.
Well, you were in those assemblies. No one cares about that.
At all.
Well, did you
because
need
it's
an
not
I was just
useful.
saying, I was
Did
just
you
saying
need-
That's
it was
not
at a
useful
time.
though.
Did you need an assembly to teach you those things?
I mean,
Everybody's not the same.
yeah,
At one
everybody
point,
the
yes.
same.
We had an hour 30-minute assembly about heroin. Do we really need an hour and 30 minutes to
Yeah.
explain?
Yes.
Honestly, yeah.
Yes.
I'd be giving it a buck.
Especially
in,
in this state,
Yeah.
yes.
For sure, because Delaware going crazy right now.
Where else would you find it at? Where else would you probably?
No,
wouldn't
what
even
I'm
know.
saying, I think you could put like your time and money into something better than that. I understand drugs. You can learn about like drug prevention, like health class and stuff.
And to piggyback off of that, what I'm about to say is, would y'all know about, you know, there's certain drugs that's out there without being taught about them in like an assembly or like class? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, would you know that that spoon I just walked by with that liquid in the middle, that's that's heroin.
I
You know
would
what I'm saying?
say-
no
I
homo
would-
shit, but like that's heroin.
I would say
I
I would say the general stuff. I kind of like it was kind of like self knowledge, like the OP stuff, like the like
Opium
heroin.
But you wouldn't know what that is if you walk past
Flocka,
on the
like
you know
all
what
those
I'm
crazy
I
stuff.
learned
Like
about
yeah, I learned
drugs
that.
from watching TV.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but like
So see how we're mentioning drugs? That's like more on the environment side.
that's true.
I think
But
so.
it's a teacher's job to teach it. Teach about it. You know what I'm saying? Offer awareness. Teach you what to do about. You know, go. You know what I'm saying, bro?
So sometimes teachers they don't even care as long
They
as
don't
they
care
just come in
enough.
there,
Yeah,
get the check, they
yeah,
out.
and you
But
know,
they don't get paid
even
enough
be
to
happy
care.
about it. Yeah, they don't be happy
yeah,
about
because
their
you
check.
know,
That's why,
like some
too.
of these teachers out here, like they go to college, they didn't know what to do, so they settle and it's like I'm gonna just teach this, and then they just
There are some teachers
Yeah.
that don't care about you
But there's also
or are
teachers.
childish.
Yep. But there's also teachers that don't get paid enough.
all teachers don't get
what
paid
I'm talking
enough.
You
about.
know, slick.
But there's also teachers that do a really good job at what they do. And
Regardless
shout
of
out
the
to all the
money.
teachers that do a really good job of, you know,
Yeah.
taking care of their classroom, make sure the kids is good. Like teachers that go on a little bit of salary pay and buy kids meals for the day, or
Right.
you know, they buy extra supplies out of their own money. That should be funded by
Shout
the
out to
school.
them.
Yeah, shout out to them because that's really
Yeah.
a blessing. And a lot of kids are lucky to have you
Yeah,
in their
if
lives.
you're there for a check and don't care about your students, you can. Then why are you here?
He was about to say something crazy.
Nah, like
Yeah,
I don't
bro.
like I remember in high school I was getting targeted by one person. I'm not gonna say his name, but like that bothers me, and that's what we're talking about. Like people not wanting to like listen to teachers and not wanting to be there, and that weighs into like wanting to go to school and stuff.
Just nowadays, I guess I feel like now people are actually learning more like educational purposes on social media than they are in the actual
Twitter
books in school.
teach you everything, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly. Twitter and
Twitter and
YouTube.
YouTube. I was just about to say
Bro,
Twitter and
My
YouTube.
parents were always like, watch the news. And I'm like, I got Twitter. I'm gonna stay up to
They
date.
keep you up to date with everything, you know.
They give you
But
the positive and the negative. The news just feeds you the
fact.
negative.
Yeah.
and the funny.
Yes, absolutely.
That's a fact.
I was about to ask, so like when kids stop showing up to school and stuff like that, or stop caring, do y'all think that's more so on the teacher or the environment? You know, because like I feel like this one
Teacher,
depends.
I'll say that a student not being there, a teacher can reach out, but like there's not a lot they can do unless
Nah,
they reach out. Like
it's a
over
both
and
sides
over.
kind of thing because the teacher, like you, yeah, they have to meet at the halfway point because like teachers can like not care and then they can also care and then students could care enough but they're not getting the same type of energy.
Like a teacher
Right.
can reach out once, but what are they gonna do
Well,
if they just consistently not show up?
But what if their home life isn't the best and they really? Can't
That's what I'm saying. Like that's the environment. The
That's what-
teachers.
And I was about to say, I feel like it depends on where you are. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and the
Like,
teachers can only do so much. Like just reach out. Like unless
you
they
can
go
only- you can only
above
reach
and
out so
beyond
far,
and
'cause
pull up
then-
to their house.
Yeah, because
Like in a movie.
then you got to decide if that's overstepping the boundary.
But then you
Or if
got
wanna call like federal services or something.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's still overstepping.
what is it
boundaries,
called when
you
you
could
get to go to court for not going to class? What's that called?
I know what you're talking about.
I totally know what you're
Man,
talking
I know
about.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Damn.
My friend got a letter in the mail in high school for that nonsense.
Yeah, but it's like they. I mean, not that they care enough, but like they notify people and then they say like he has been to school this amount of time, and you know what I'm saying. So that's as much as they can do. But I feel like if you grow up in a different area, like say opposed like suburbs opposed to like an urban community. You grew up in an urban community and you you can't make it to school because you got all these distractions around what's going on around you. You can't make it to school,
Right.
And I feel like that's part of the environment. But I feel like if you grow up in like a suburban home and your parents put you to go to school and you don't got no external factors influence you not to go to school and you just don't show up, I feel that might kind of rely on teachers a little bit because like their job is to get you in school. Once they got you there, is like keep you there.
Right.
And I don't feel like they do a good job of that. So like, I feel like that aspect of it depends on where you are,
Right.
where you grow up at and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will say, I feel like we were talking about the teachers a lot. It was like because
Well, a little bit
the,
of both.
the students, like like there's some students out here. Y'all just gotta stop acting like dickheads. Like you just go to school. Like,
But it's something
And
for
it's
them.
like-
It's something going on at home.
It looks really.
and
No,
it's-
but there's
sometimes
some
that's
that
not
are
the
like
case.
really like.
Sometimes that's
Or
not
the
the
gun
case.
violence, or they rather
Yeah.
sell drugs, or
Yeah, it's,
they don't have that motive to go to school, in a sense.
I think
and
it's-
But it's like straight down the
Yeah.
middle.
Go ahead, Aston.
Yeah, and it like really hurts them too, because you see how people be typing on Instagram. Like, some people are really illiterate, and it shows, and they need to go to school, bro.
I think it's equally on each side. It's just it depends on the student because everybody's gonna react different. So like different people gonna crack at different times. So I think it's equally on both sides are on fault equally. But I think it just depends on the student on who's gonna crack at different times.
Right.
Right.
yeah.
That's true.
Well, that sounds good. We might as well move on.
Right.
Facts.
All right, now for our next topic, we're gonna move on to Amber Guyger. If you don't know, Amber Guyger, I think it was back in 2018. She entered the wrong apartment and shot the person living in there. And this week, she received 10 years of prison time and 5 years of probation after 5 years. And I just what's our first
You
thoughts?
forgot to mention that she's an ex-cop
Yes, ex-cop,
and
Caucasian lady,
that young man was black.
and
Yeah,
the young man she shot was black.
And you also forgot to mention that if a black cop was to do that to a
Uh-huh.
white young
Let's
man,
get into
Uh-huh.
it.
then he would get life in jail.
Okay.
He would get life in jail for even having a gun on him and walking in the wrong apartment.
Facts.
Niggas get life in jail or even 10 years plus for having weed on them.
Yeah, the one part that got me, I'm like 10 years. 10 years made me mad, but like what got me even more upset was the probation after 5 years. She should not be on probation, bro.
How do you walk into the wrong apartment?
That's the part that got me. Her story. I want to know like what she really did.
I'll
Story
never
doesn't-
understand.
The story even
That
They
sounds.
don't
said
add up.
they said she was drunk, and then she was trying to. She thought her key worked, and then when it didn't work, she started like breaking down the door. And when she broke down the door, the guy was behind it, and then
So your key just don't work all of a sudden.
exactly
What?
That's
She, like-
how
That story.
she
is
must have been
fishy.
teed up. Like I don't.
But overall, it's BS. Like,
I'll never understand how you get to the point to where you have to pull the trigger on somebody, and that goes for all policemen. If you can de-escalate the situation.
It doesn't make.
I know it's like off-duty
Yeah, like,
stuff, but I'm talking about like
the crazy
police
part
shit,
is, like I don't know like the full information, but if he wasn't a threat to her, then like What's
That's
your
why-
justification?
That's why it don't make sense.
Yeah.
He was probably scared as hell in his house.
He probably didn't even want
Somebody breaking
to
the door
go
down.
near her, like. But you still pulling out your gun and pulling the trigger. Like,
And a lot of people are glorifying the moment of the brother asking the judge, could he hug her? That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
That is so
He
weird.
need to be smacked.
I could never, like, that's... Nah.
Exactly.
A disgrace, bro. Honestly, because like after, it's like as the brother, because apparently he gave her like the God or something like that. He want to like give her a hug and pray for her and whatnot. And, like that's fuck that. Bro.
Forgiveness is not going to bring
Yeah,
him back.
It ain't gonna bring him back, bro. Like, and also you gotta think about all these other black kids that are dead now as a result of police brutality or a misfiring of a gun. And you want to sit there and hug this chick while your brother not here no more?
I want to know what's going through his head.
This year she copped 10,
Exactly.
but that's like a 3 to 5 because she can get out on good behavior.
For sure, bro.
And because of the color of her skin. So
And
it's
because
like,
she's an
And she was a
ex-officer.
cop, yeah.
and she's an
Exactly.
ex-cop. It's like,
She could be out next year, bro. Honestly, doing the same shit again.
that's
And when she do
ridiculous.
get
Like-
out, nobody's gonna hear about it. They're gonna slide her
like-
right out that jail.
And
And the fact that she's a former cop, what worries me, like her ability to analyze a situation, and like
But
Like,
she was
come-
drunk, wasn't she?
But
Yeah,
that's the
it's
thing.
still-
Why was her gun on her while she was drunk?
exactly.
You know, like if you're an off-duty officer and your gun's still on you while you're drunk.
Where is she coming from?
Exactly.
Didn't she?
Who dropped her off? See,
I
this
think
is like...
being drunk can't be used to get her out this because she's guilty,
Exactly, bro. Because you made a conscious decision to drink while having a firearm, are you? And you made a conscious decision to break down this person's door while you were drunk, knowing that maybe I should check the door number again, and you didn't. And now this kid's not alive anymore because you made it
stupid.
a selfish decision.
I'm more disappointed in the brother. I would have never hugged her. I'm sorry.
Yeah, bro. Nah, bro, you
Don't
heard what
give
the
me that
jury
Bible.
said? The jury said that they felt that she was actually remorseful and that she was going to make a change if she could. That's why they gave her the 10 years.
I mean, shit, wouldn't everybody?
If it was a black man, they would have put the meanest looking picture of him.
Mm-hmm.
They would have painted him out to be some monster and gave him as many years as they could.
Granted, for
not lying.
this headline, bro, they actually did use her mugshot and a nice picture
Yeah, I
of
saw
him.
that. I saw
Yeah,
that.
she was looking hit in her mugshot, bro.
Bro,
Oh my
she,
god.
she need to get hit in the face with a brick.
That's insane,
Twice.
man. That's just sad. Like, that's just sad.
This
Yeah,
is
it's just-
disappointing.
Because it's the type of thing happens.
It's not
to all
fair
It
in
isn't.
terms
But
of the judicial
At
system.
the same time, I do feel like, you know, they're hiding some details in a sense to like rally up us in a sense, because we don't know how she got home. We don't know why she had the gun on her when she was drunk. There's no footage or anything, so it's like it's very cloudy for like the whole situation as a whole. But it's just sad in a sense.
I just want to know how the judge made that ruling, because I know like in the court of law, like the jury is supposed to like hand over like the summary of whatever stuff like that, and then give it to the judge, and just was like, oh yeah, this is your ruling. Okay, I'm gonna go based off of that. But like you have the final say as a judge. So how did you look at it and be like, no, I'm gonna give her 10 years?
She probably got paid under the table.
She did.
Probably.
I doubt
For
it.
what?
The
Who, the
judge
judge?
gave her a
Yeah,
hug after
probably.
the sentencing, right?
That's
The judge did?
weird.
Judge
That's
probably got it
weird.
back.
You're not supposed to like.
Bro, it's too much hugging going on in this courtroom, and not enough jail going on.
The judicial system, clearly is flawed.
Oh, for sure, bro.
Yeah.
And I hate when people say, "Oh no, it's not. It's doing what it's supposed to do." Like, bro, how?
No, it's been flawed since day one.
For sure.
Since they created it, it's
And,
been
and
flawed.
it's not gonna change because the jail system's making them money. So
Like,
making
it's
dumb money.
now my question to y'all is: do y'all feel now with situations like that? Do you guys care about the conviction or the sentencing?
Both.
Yeah,
But I
both.
want her to be convicted.
They go
for
But
the crime.
if
They
you
go
had
hand
to
in hand
choose,
with the other.
if you had to choose
Well,
one, or you can't choose one.
see
In order to
sentencing
get-
because
in order to get sentenced, don't you gotta get convicted though?
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying like we're saying she got 10 years, but you know, there's
Yeah.
people. If it was a black guy, you're saying he would have got life. So I'm saying, does the sentencing matter or
course.
the conviction?
They both
They
they
both
both matter.
matter.
They
So
go
y'all
hand in
feel
hand.
y'all
Yeah.
feel like both
equally.
are equal.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Okay.
she need to be held responsible for this crime, and she need to get more time. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like I could maybe understand 25 to life, and then maybe probation after like 15, 25, 20. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Something like that.
Yeah, I understand what you're trying to say now. I had to think about it for a second because, like, if a pedophile gets convicted, he's on the sex offenders list. But if he only gets 5 days, then that's an issue.
Right.
Yeah, I see what you said.
But he's convicted. But I'm saying like
Yeah.
sentencing
That's fair.
or
The
conviction
sentencing matters.
sentencing,
Pay for your crimes.
Yeah. Sentencing. If not a joke, you put it like that, sentencing, bro.
Yeah.
Because she need more time. That don't make no sense,
Way
bro.
more time than that.
At all. Because
that's basically a 3 to 5, bro.
I would have been cool with 15.
Nah.
Honestly,
Throwing a hole.
I'm keeping it a buck. Like
See,
10.
now they got us lowballing. She need to
Yeah,
get
that's
that.
the thing. I would've-
She's an ex-cop, which
Not
means
even
she
15.
was trained in situations like this. She should know how to use her hammer.
That's
Like,
That's an
But they, I
ongoing
know they
problem,
brought
though.
up her being drunk in court many a times. Like, oh yeah, you was drunk.
That's an ongoing problem, though. That's a problem that cops don't know how to handle these situations. They supposed to be trained, but they don't. They get in these situations and they scared of people.
What do you think should change then? Like in the judicial system, or like how
gotta
they
stop
approach stuff?
hiring
they got well,
Yeah.
first they got to stop hiring.
people that's scared.
Yeah, because a lot of cops nowadays they're coming from
Insecure
outside cities, like in the south, and then they're bringing them towards
the city?
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
and they're not around that environment. So if something pops off, they don't know how to react. It's automatically they just start
Bro.
toting their weapons. So
On top of that, bro, a lot of cops are kids that got bullied in high school. You know what I'm saying? Now, like, I'm gonna be a cop when I get out. And I'm
Or
gonna shoot
military.
somebody.
Or
Yeah,
military.
bro. Or
or
military, bro.
Marines, you feel me? So
Those are the kind of kids
You're
that you see.
disrespecting a future military officer.
Bro, you gotta
You know
put
what
that
I'm
video
talking
up,
about?
bro. Yeah, bro. That was one of my favorite vines, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's
man.
like, to pick back off of what Malcolm said, like, you can't just put people in unfamiliar situations. Like, you take someone from Oklahoma and they policing in NYC. You can't do that. Like, you're gonna have them with all types of anxiety,
Facts.
with a weapon in their hand,
Facts.
with control over all sorts of situations.
Jason got anxiety with a weapon in his hand.
I don't have weapons in my hands ever, guys. So like,
Sound like a great kid.
Yes, he is.
I'm a great kid.
Tariq.
Shout out to my parents.
all right, so I think we should just move on.
Yeah, that was a great topic.
All right.
Now for our next subject, we got toxic fan bases. Just fan bases and artists you just can't stand, and to me.
Is it
Okay,
limited-
so we're
is it
starting with
limited-
Kale?
Is it limited to music?
Sure. You can expand it to other things.
What would you like
Alright,
more
yeah,
than music?
facts.
Okay, then we'll wait. Well, but
Alright.
Mikayle go first. Let Mikayle.
If we doing basketball, I'm gonna say LeBron fans, bro. Cause like I love LeBron. LeBron's great, but y'all niggas gotta like just chill, bro. Like we get it. He is awesome, great, cool, chill. All right, music. I'm gonna say the Beehive. I'm gonna save you on this one.
Beehive.
I'm gonna say the Beehive. Cause he's
Beehive.
wild.
We're not
Beehive and
toxic.
Nicki
We're
Minaj.
I can't stand Eagles fans.
I hate
Bro,
you.
what
I
do you?
can't-
Yeah, bro.
I
No,
can't-
No, talk.
Let him talk.
We gotta get into that. Let him rap.
Yeah,
we gotta get into that.
Rap.
Let him
Talk.
rap.
The
Let
Desert
him
Eagle.
rap.
We'll get into
Let
that.
him rap.
Bro,
The Desert Eagle.
what? No, I need to know this about Eagles
Jason,
fans. What's the problem?
Jason, don't
Shout
rap.
out- shout out-
I'll let them cut you off again. Relax.
Come on, man. Come on. I was about to say.
No. Oh my God.
Eagles fans
Shut up.
and Cowboys
What's
fans.
the out of this?
Oh, I
Y'all-
can't stand Cowboys fans.
y'all the
What's wrong
same-
with
y'all
Eagles
are the
fans?
same.
Stop.
How we the
What's
same?
wrong with Eagles fans?
They're just like
I think
Cowboys
they're dirtier.
fans.
Explain.
Yeah, what he
Who
said.
you a fan of, Malcolm?
Giants.
Bro, shut up. You have
Bro,
no
here-
say in
here's a
this.
perfect
We beat
example.
the Patriots.
Here's a perfect example.
Okay.
We own the
Sunday,
Patriots.
no. Listen.
Let them rap.
Listen, let me rap. Sunday before, or whenever we all play before a game. Here you go. Should I even believe in my team tonight?
Yes.
We're gonna
Bro,
lose.
no.
They give me
The
legitimate
Eagles,
reasons to not believe in them.
win. Go Birds.
Yes.
Nah, bro.
That's
exactly
bro,
how it
that's
works.
only, that's only, bro. Every fan base got that kind of fan.
Bro,
Clearly, Evans is a terrible fan
The
of all his
Eagles
favorites.
literally
It's a
give
bunch
me
of them,
reasons
though.
to not believe.
Those are
in
the
them,
Eagles fans that we're supposed to hate. Right?
Yeah, bro. Like you see, I'm an Eagles fan, bro. I don't never doubt my team, bro. We fuck up.
You never doubt your team?
No,
The Eagles
bro.
give me reasons to doubt them.
Okay,
And that's
bro.
only right. A
As
logical
soon as they
human.
win, you flip the narrative that quick.
Beehive, Cowboys fans, NBA young boy.
Nah, chill. I was about to get in that. Chill.
They be in every college kid
Listen.
post, bro.
NBA YoungBoy is absolutely overrated. His music is not that good.
Aye.
Yo,
Bro,
me.
he's
Hey,
alright.
You're
He's
talking about
alright.
NBA
He's
young boy.
alright.
We're talking about the fans there.
He's alright. Yeah.
They comparing
He's
them to
okay.
Wayne.
You gotta chill.
Compare him to
His
Wayne.
fans
That's different.
stick.
Playing outside the
He's
day.
a women beater. And what y'all
I
weren't
don't
y'all
know the
talking about
facts.
cancel culture like a couple
He got
episodes
herpes
ago?
too, bro.
Chill.
Thank you.
Chill. Come on. Leave
You
him
heard
alone.
how this guy
Didn't he
was?
say he had herpes on the song?
Harpies?
Yes. Wow.
Ain't that a witch that
But
fly?
like, I don't.
I low-key don't like Rihanna
I don't rock
fans.
with his fans. Like,
Rihanna
it's
fans
not
lit, bro. They be minding their business.
Nah.
that and
Yeah.
X and
Nah,
X
you know, I
fans.
saw
X
something.
fans.
Get that new
Chill,
Fendi.
bro.
X. Not a lot of them.
X-Fans.
A lot of them hopped on the wave when he died,
Nah,
but
I saw
like,
something about NBA YoungBoy. It said that if Lil Snoop was still alive, he would never exist. That NBA YoungBoy would never exist.
Okay, let me.
That's the
Can
BS
I
I be
want to
talking
chop
about.
this tree down real quick,
That's
right?
low key a fact. Though.
Let me. Okay, guys. Lil Snoop was a very talented artist.
Idiots, Malcolm.
To assume that he would
Do
be
nothing.
that he would be I'm gonna admit, NBA YoungBoy is at a high level in his career right now.
To hood
To-
niggas.
Sure. To say that Lil Snoop would be somewhere near that, I don't believe.
And
it.
that's what
You're
people.
bugging,
I
you're
don't. I
bugging,
did
and
not
that's
see that from
Evan.
him. I did not see that.
Evan,
from him.
and that's what
You're
people
bugging,
say
you're
about
bugging.
X too. They saying
I
he's the
did-
next Tupac.
No,
like,
X
Nah,
was the
there's troll. I
future.
think
No.
there's
X was the
trolls.
future.
Stop.
What, bro?
Stop.
He had
Get him
potential.
No,
Keep it
he
a buck.
didn't.
Yeah, and let's not forget NBA Young.
And he's
Like,
gonna get
one of their
ripped
biggest
off.
machines.
But but back to my point, just to solidify it. Lil
I got a
Snoop,
machine.
I don't like. I hate it when Lil Snoop fans just be like, "Oh, Lil Snoop could have been this, and this." It's like, honestly, I didn't see that.
And the
from
same,
him.
and they
That's
say
not
this,
a
and they
rap.
say the
I
same
did.
about X. X wasn't up there. He was
Not yet.
this
Yeah,
generation.
he was
yeah.
just he was an
Thank
average.
you,
He was
bro.
an
I
average.
He wasn't
an
crazy.
average
I
artist
He
before
wasn't
died.
that crazy.
I think
Evan.
musically
He
he
was a
had
good rapper.
lots of potential, bro.
He wasn't
Yeah,
that
lots of potential.
crazy.
Are you part of his fan base?
No, not at all.
He wasn't
Do you
that
know someone
crazy.
part of his fan
I
base?
recognize talent when I see it.
He
you
had
know someone part
talent.
of his
He's
fan
not
base?
But
crazy.
NBA YoungBoy's more melodic. Lil Snoop was actually like rap. Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
were you talking about
That's what
Lil
I'm saying,
Snoop? I was
different
talking about
lanes.
X.
no, I was referring to what he said about.
But like I was saying, like X, he had potential and like he was talented, but he wasn't that crazy to say, oh, he was the next Tupac or our Tupac.
Oh no, never said that. Never
I-
said that. I'm
I
just saying he
forgot
has
they said
potential.
that. Nah.
He had lots of potential to be like
to do what?
to be a really good artist and be that like top
What
tier
does that
guy
do with his
within-
fan
Top
base,
tier.
bro?
When you say top tier, hold on, Kale.
No, we were talking about music
Hold on,
in
Kale.
general.
Yeah,
I still
When
don't.
you, when you
Let
say
him
top
rap.
tier, when you
because he's
say
Let
disrespecting
him
him.
rap.
and
Let
the
him
fan
rap.
base. Okay,
no,
okay,
when
my
you
bad,
say
my bad.
top tier, what do you mean?
Top tier generation, he's within that pocket with like what's the other artist
look at
within
me,
his
I can't
generation?
save
No, I thought you said something. No, his generation's like
Because he's
what?
in the same boat with people
with
like
like
Trippie Red.
Ski Mask, Trippy.
We're not
who else?
going to
I'm
remember
saying-
them from
I'm saying
10
within
years
that
from now.
generation, he could have been the
We're
leader
not
of that.
remembering Ski Mask and
accomplishment?
Trippy and X
I
10
don't- I'm
years
not
from
saying
now
it
and
is, I'm
saying,
not saying
oh,
it isn't. I'm saying he could've-
could have been like
could've-
Tupac.
no artist in the generation should be compared to anybody in the golden era.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I'm saying he had potential.
And to bring back,
Whoa, I'm sorry to cut you off. You said no artist in his generation should be compared to anybody in the golden era. So our top three right now, Cole, Drake, and Kendrick, shouldn't be compared to the top three in
I'm
the
talking
golden era.
about the Trippy Reds. And
Oh,
the
all right, I
XX.
said
To be honest, that might be a good little. Who's the top three of the golden era?
Well, that'd be opinionated. So you would have to be like, who's my favorite
It's-
top three?
All of this is opinionated. I think.
that's what I'm saying. And
So go.
no,
Yes,
Well, that wasn't a topic.
but
Yeah,
I
but
no,
I can
no,
say
let
it.
me.
We're
let
already
me get
on
back.
topic.
No,
I wanna hear it. I wanna
no,
hear it. I
no,
wanna hear
we're
it.
gonna stay on topic.
No, I want to hear it.
Oh my god.
Are you kidding me?
Fair
You are
enough.
You
Yeah.
disgust me.
You
What
are
are you
right.
saying?
This is why Drake fans
No,
are
cool,
his fan
cool.
base.
We're
You're
back on
avo-
topic. Back
And
on
like
topic.
get back to like X in their fan base. They're keeping this narrative that he could have been up here when he was literally like right here.
Facts. I agree with him.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
Like that's why we're talking about
No.
like toxic fan bases because they keep this narrative on the artists they like when they're not
no,
like that.
and I will
crazy.
say like a lot of them
Biasness.
like they don't rock with him the same now that he's
Idolization.
It's not even that he wasn't
Let's
that
talk about
crazy.
it, Malcolm.
yeah.
He may have hit. He may have hit your. But like he may have hit your soul
No, and
and
see-
like. Woo! What? What?
Oh yeah, and
I missed it.
No, and I will agree with you about his fan base, but like as the artist, I think he had lots of potential. That's all I said. I agree with you with the fan base point though.
My God.
The fan base point.
Yes, he had
What
talent.
about the point about saying, "Oh, he's the next Tupac"?
Oh no, that's disrespectful.
That's outrageous.
Wild.
You guys are outrageous.
That's what I'm
Wild.
saying.
You guys are
Wild.
insane.
He was a
I don't
year
know
and some
what-
change
what-
into his career, but he Tupac.
I don't know
Come
what
on,
skill
guys.
he had that you guys think that. was
That's what
comparable
I'm.
to that.
That's why I'm
What skill?
arguing this
Because
right now.
he rapped over like instrumentals of rock, I guess. He's
Yeah.
Nah, well,
trash, bro.
we got-
We
got
giving niggas
people's-
trophies for humming over
Happen
instrumentals.
if you incite a mosh besides Travis Scott, if you incite a mosh pit with your music, you're not that crazy.
No, I think what got people's attention was he was addressing depression, and once you start addressing stuff like that,
Oh my god.
you just people.
Address-
get
what'd you say?
into it.
When
When you
Depression
start
the what?
doing,
Depression.
listen. When you start doing
Depression.
cookie cutter shit, like niggas get triggered, and it
like
makes me
addressing
mad.
depression and mental
Like,
health and stuff. So,
If
like,
you
once
address
start-
that, you're gonna get
Exactly.
a lot of
Yeah,
relatable
that's what I'm saying.
fans.
I think that's
Suicide
what drew a lot
Boys
of
do
people
it.
to him.
Brockhampton does.
But
it.
as far as rapping talent, is he
can
up?
rap.
Is he gonna be up there and rememdered?
No.
I don't think so.
We
His
can rap.
death made
I
him
just-
wanna be
I just
remembered,
wanted to make
you know
that
what I'm
clear.
saying?
I
But
just
we getting
wanted
off
to
topic.
make
We
that
only got a
clear.
little bit of time left for this topic. So to get back into the topic, bro. Beyonce fans, terrible, toxic.
NBA
Yeah,
Youngboy
you know what I'm
fans.
saying?
They let her
NBA
get away
Youngboy
with
fans.
anything.
Bro, they do.
Malcolm, you
Drake
didn't say,
fans
you
are
didn't-
really bad.
You didn't say
Cut it
how much
out.
you-
But bro.
I said Beyonce.
We
fans.
leave
said
people
Beyonce.
alone.
Y'all don't leave people alone, bro.
Drake
Oh my
fans
God.
are terrible.
Y'all are
fans.
terrible, bro.
You
Wow.
pick and choose what beefs he should.
Wow.
Exactly.
Damn.
And y'all choose to ignore certain
Cool.
things that he's a
That's-
part
that's
of.
And we
cool.
were also
That's
talking
fine.
about
I wish Bly was here,
Nah,
man.
we were also talking about
Bly would've
LeBron
had my
fans. You
back.
know what
Always need somebody to bail
Evan,
you
Shout out
out.
to Bly.
Hold
Always
on.
need
You know what
somebody to
LeBron
bail you
Bly
out.
would've
fans
been
and Drake.
casket with you.
Hold on. We ain't got much time. You know,
Shout out to Bly.
you know what LeBron fans and Drake fans have in common?
What?
They control the narrative.
Facts.
All right, we gotta move on.
Wow.
Trigger. We gotta move on. Trigger. He's ducking. He's ducking.
Wow.
Right, the last topic we're gonna get into, if you follow NBA players or ex-NBA players at all, you might have heard that Damian Lillard and Shaquille O'Neal are exchanging diss tracks right now. But it's obvious that they're not serious. So I just want to ask y'all, how do you feel about people who do fake, you could say fake rap beef like this, or how should it affect real rap beefs? Do you think it should be a difference? Do you think that one is better than the other?
At a point, I think fake beefs are like more safer because real beefs, you know, somebody ends up dying or somebody ends up getting hurt.
Nobody ends up dying.
And real
Exactly.
beefs,
Yeah. These
Rap
rap beefs,
beefs.
rap beefs,
Rap beats.
Yeah.
rap
Malcolm.
beefs.
When you talking about that, when you
like
wait,
Death Row versus the
Yeah.
East.
and you're talking about
Bro,
like
niggas
old
die about
days.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But like
what?
nowadays,
Versus Gang?
But has it been a real rap beef
Yeah,
since
like-
then?
That's what
Now-
I'm saying.
yeah, because
look how
nowadays
rude
rap
that was.
beef is two artists yelling at each other over Instagram
Yeah.
Live. That's literally rap beef nowadays.
Like what Trippie and Tekashi used to do.
I don't even know if I'm gonna keep it a buck. I've seen it all over World Star. Trippie Red and 6ix9ine. I don't know if their beef is real or fake.
I can't tell you.
They're
That.
both
That's
a
what
bunch
I'm
of trolls.
saying.
But no, personally, I like fake beef because I see it as like a sparring match, really.
A sparring match?
like when Tory and Joyner did.
That's
That
the
shit-
only
Nah,
time
that
it was
shit
like a
was entertaining.
sparring match. Everything else was just BS.
Sparring match.
I feel like when it's
competition.
real, it's like a spark. Like yo, I got to I really have to talk to this dude. Like
Yeah, that's
That's more of the battle rap scene though.
So at what point does it go from
Mm.
fake rap beef to real rap beef? You know what I'm saying? Like when somebody probably get hurt,
When someone disrespects you.
I
feel
think
like-
it depends on how it starts
let's supposed to be
too.
disrespectful.
Because it could start off as people like not liking each other, and then they start rapping.
Like,
Or you could just start off messing around rapping, and then somebody crossing the line, something like that, and now they tight.
Yeah, because I know, for example, not to troll you, Kale. I know for like the past 5-6 years, like
Very lightly.
Big Sean and Kendrick have basically been subbing each other for the past like years and like on tracks and going back and forth, but either one's never really crossed the line yet for one to like really go in on each other.
that's entertainment.
Yeah, same way. I'll bring up Lupe and Kendrick. I think it's friendly at that point, but like
The mic picked that up. I want you to know that.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Lupe would
bad.
kill him. I'm sorry,
I
Lupe.
think-
Oh
would be
my
bad.
God,
It would be bad.
if
How
Lupe.
come Drake never responded back to Kendrick?
You see, that's off topic.
Exactly.
That's off topic. What were you saying, Twin? What were you saying, Twin?
Nah, I was
I hear
saying
nothing on that
Lupe.
side.
No, but Lupe, you right.
Lupe.
Like, listen, I give Lupe his respect as like as a top tier lyricist. You know
I
what I'm saying?
think beefs in a whole, we're in the age of internet gangsters, so beef is not really like you said, everybody's like, it's not meet up. It's always on Instagram Live or it's over the phone.
I
It's never,
promise
in
you, the
person.
label set this up when in terms of fake beef.
Nigga on the phone like, yo, bro, tell your man's beef with
all.
my man's real quick. We need to make some bread.
What was Soulja Boy was on live yelling at
Bro,
who
that's
was it?
just
Famous
Soulja
Dex?
Boy. He crazy, bro.
Yeah, it
It's
was
just
Oh, I thought you were
Remember
about to say Tiger.
That was
Tiger.
They were like barking on each other over the phone. It's like I think it's all entertainment.
Honestly,
But-
Once
it's
you
like-
take it to the internet, it's not real.
Yeah.
Sure, bro. Like if it's actually real
Yeah.
beef, bro, we wouldn't hear about it. We
Nah,
just hear
if it was
somebody got
you
shot
like
up.
it won't be over the internet like that. You may hear a diss track, and then like something happens, but people going back and forth on Instagram Live or in comment section, you're not gonna.
But
That's fake.
we're also in an age where people are trying to like restructure like disc records. Like they're trying to choose and what to say and what not. Like you can't say this. Like they're trying to like change the game. Like you can't tell me what not to say on a track.
But niggas get too sensitive nowadays, bro.
Yeah.
While
This
we
is rap,
on
like-
topic of diss tracks, like what's some of the recent diss tracks that y'all fuck with?
Recent?
Like recent, I'm talking like I know. I think it was like a year or two ago. Dave dissed Trey Pizzy on like a 8-minute fucking rant.
That
wild.
nigga was
Just
angry, bro.
Just pure hate.
Yeah, that's the
for
first.
that
That's the
man.
first
That
time
was
I heard him
beef.
rap angry.
Like he
Bro,
was
bro.
mad.
He was
He be
angry.
calm, you know
And
what I'm
he
saying?
started out the gate too. Like,
Bro, Dave was on some shit with that one.
I'm trying to
I can't
think.
even think of diss records for the past 2
Yeah,
years.
bro,
I
I
could say diss
can't.
records as a whole.
Casanova, don't run.
That's
Oh
a
my.
diss track.
That was yeah.
Oh
was
my
cool.
God!
It
I
was a-
remember
it was a
you were
diss-
telling me about it. It was
was-
about
was a-
Troy Ave.
Yeah.
Oh hell,
It was about Troy Ave. Man. Did you hear about that?
bro. I don't, if
No,
I,
but
I,
did you hear about that though?
No,
You know how Troy Ave got shot, right?
no.
His okay. I think it was at a concert.
Even speaking of Casanova, Set Trippin'.
Set
When
Trippin'
Set Trippin' originally dropped on World Star, it
Wasn't
was
it for
a 6ix9ine
Tekashi?
diss. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
but,
months later, you know,
Troy
they
Ave,
linked, so
Troy
it's like-
Ave, Troy Ave, and his man's was at a concert. Troy Ave got shot and his man's got shot and killed. And I think Casanova was responsible, and he did a music video about, and it's called "Don't Run," and it blew up.
Well, no, that was before. So
That was before?
Don't Run blew up, and then
"Don't
the
Run"
Irving
was
Plaza
about
stuff.
Troy Ave and stuff, right? Though.
I don't
don't
think
know.
so. No,
I
no,
swear
no,
to-
no,
I thought
I
it blew
thought
up
it
off of the
was.
remix, really.
No, it didn't.
Nah, I
Don't do
didn't.
that.
Nah.
Don't.
Not really.
Stop.
Really got out there. Okay, I
don't do
guess.
that.
When they performed that on Summer Jam, they went.
But
cuckoo.
Casanova had something to do with that, right? Like with that Troy Ave situation, didn't he?
You sound,
yeah,
you giving
yeah.
statements.
Informant.
That's
You
like with
giving
the-
statements.
It was.
Right,
It's
right,
public.
right.
No, it was in an article, bro. I'm not. what
So
y'all
you're reading on an
saying?
article to study up for the case.
No,
Oh.
it was public
Yikes.
information. Stop.
Yeah, you're wild. Chill. You're not supposed to like the law.
What,
Like,
like the
Casanova-
Yeah,
law.
you're not a
It was
Libra, bro. You
public.
can't do that, bro.
You're not a leader.
It was like double XL. It was public information.
You're
Stop.
double XL.
Nah, you're chilling.
Yeah, you must be.
What? What?
What?
Did you hear this man, bro?
What?
I'm saying he's part of
Stay away from me.
No.
Stay away from me. Stay away from
You
me.
said what you said, bro.
Common Gold.
Common Gold, I apologize.
Yeah, for the
This is
home, we
not an
apologize for that.
accurate representation
Yeah.
of who we are.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we're gonna talk to HR about
I'm
you.
saying he's double
That's
XL.
not common. No.
Nah.
That was different, bro.
Time. Yeah. Any other diss, fellas? Any other diss?
I can't stand y'all. Oh my God.
Favorite diss tracks.
Currently, I will say primarily only for the beat is Duppy because bro,
Out
that
of all the diss tracks in the world,
Bro, this is
no, you said right now.
No,
Favorite
bro,
diss track.
no. 'Cause now
Favorite
I'm
diss
about to
track?
diss you, bro. Because we had talked about idolization, bro, earlier in this episode, and here you are, bro.
Look at
Everything
his
is Drake
face,
related,
bro.
bro. It can't be, bro. It can't
It's
be,
a
bro.
fire beat,
bro.
Wow.
Oh my! Out of all
Wow.
the diss tracks,
but
in the entire world-
realize I said favorite diss track. It has nothing to do with the beat.
Yeah, no, I
diss
just
track
I
is
just
about
put
the
that out there.
word.
I
I'll
just put
say.
that
I'll
out there.
say.
Son, y'all are wild.
Y'all gonna hate me for this. I'll say Drake's "Stay Scheming" verse was crazy.
Listen, I mean, you know what, bro?
I respect
I like that.
all
I like that Stay
Come
Scheming verse. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
Even though I did think Common got back at him. You know what I'm saying? Crazy.
Canada Dry.
Yeah, he said he Canada Dry, bro. That was wild. My
No.
favorite. Drake stands be like.
I will say this: Common,
Canada Dry.
Common is a kind soul, and like, come on.
How you get Common, man?
That type of
Exactly.
stuff will get you killed.
Exactly.
Go ahead, rap, Kale.
My favorite diss tracks is between Hit 'Em Up or Ether. That's
I'm
my
surprised
favorite.
you didn't
I
say
got
Control.
no Vaseline or.
Fact.
Matter of fact, cut that. I'm sorry, I cut you off, Malcolm, real quick. And then honorable mention Control.
J.
You know what I'm
had
saying?
the
Because that
better
Control verse was wild, brazy, bro.
I got
JLX
no
was better.
Vaseline, period. I got nothing better.
Listen,
than
me's controllers.
You didn't hear me, kid?
Huh?
JLX's verse was better.
I guess.
It
Me-
was.
Who talk about Jay Electronica
Who?
to this day, though? Nobody. Thank you.
We're talking
His
about the
verse is better
verse.
than
Beats
what?
this back
We're
to
talking
Kendrick
about
is
the
better.
verse.
His verse is better than what?
Kendrick's Control
Kendrick's
verse.
Control verse?
Oh my god.
That's a
I
fact.
think- I think Kendrick just blew up because his went on.
He was name drop. I'm not gonna fraud. He was name dropping.
Yeah,
Don't lie,
It's been
Kale.
a lot of Kendrick slander today,
Kale,
bro.
he
I'm
was
not
name
I'm not trying to
dropping.
So,
stand
like-
him.
No,
I'm
no,
just
no, no,
saying.
no,
Yeah,
no. Y'all be
so-
mad
so-
disrespectful. Like y'all don't know my mans.
So like, name dropping.
Bias.
Oh
So,
yeah.
is name dropping an issue?
No, it's disrespectful. He talk greasy.
don't
He
think
let
that was
niggas know, like,
disrespectful.
I'm talking
I
about you,
think he was
nigga.
just naming the artists that were just rapping at the time. I don't think that was disrespectful.
He wasn't trying to be, bro. He just saying, like, I'm like, yeah, y'all doing y'all thing, but I'm trying to murder y'all. I'm trying to like be better than y'all. That's all he was
Also,
doing.
yeah.
He took it. Y'all took it as a diss. Yeah, he did.
End up doing that?
Yeah,
No,
he
we ran out of
did.
time, Kill. I gotta interrupt you. We forgot Pusha T's diss. Top 5 of our
Yeah.
generation.
Sorry,
Yeah.
we gotta wrap this up, y'all. We out of time.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you guys for tuning in for the Common Gold podcast. Be ready for episode 8. Make
Facts.
sure you like and subscribe the page. We're on YouTube and Instagram, and also
TCG podcast.
please give us any ideas that you guys would like us to talk about, any topics. We are open-minded. Make sure you DM us on Instagram or DM us and on Instagram individually. And thank you guys for watching.
We out.
All right.